And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Slot man moves right. Now a first down carry for Harris. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jones. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Cook following the penalty. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Cook again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there. And
he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down, Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not get...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. To return is McKenzie. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run again with Harris. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Allen now on 1st down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Allen, rolling to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown,
James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Jones to throw on third down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
107 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run it again with Cook.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 27, Zappi. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Zappi.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, it's Zappi. And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, he's got a little taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That that one was fun to watch.
Allen will try to throw for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll run again with Harris, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Zappi on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run for it. Cook. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. A solid stiff arm. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook up the gut. Dances by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, 207 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice
Nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Harris. He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Zappi. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Buffalo,
they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
it's been a sinking ship all season, to be frank, as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 2-15 year.
And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July.
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go.